Hi, hello folks, and welcome back or welcome to this video, my channel, whatever the heck's going on, we don't know, we all live in chaos. Today I am going to be not blind reacting, but reacting and talking about one of my favourite songs from the olden days, from the years of yore, from the golden age of hip-hop and gangster rap or hardcore rap. This is a club song, or what I would call a club song, a call and response song, and it's by Pharoahe Monch, and it's a song called Simon Says, and when you hear it you'll probably know it. If you don't, then welcome to your education from an old lady in her living room. And without further procrastination, I think we should get on with it. So here we go. This is Simon Says by Pharoahe Monch.
Get the fuck up!
So that sample, it's a famous sample. It's been used in a few films. Excuse me, while I drink my off-brand cola. But yeah, it's been used in a few different films. But originally, the sample comes from Godzilla vs. Mothra, the original Japanese version, I believe. So. And I also believe that Pharoahe Monch didn't clear the sample with the owners and ended up getting sued. But the song still became infamous. And it is, like I said, a pretty famous song. And it comes from the album Internal Affairs that I believe, because of the copyright drama, was ripped from being sold and the song was taken off the radio. But yes, anyway, let's get back into it because it's sick.
Simon Says, get the fuck up, throw your hands in the sky. Weezer's in the back, sipping yak, yo, what's up? Girls, rub on your titties. Yeah, I said it, rub on your titties. New York City gritty committee, pity the fool that act shitty in the midst of the calm, the witty. Y'all know the name, Pharoahe fucking Monch, ain't a damn thing changed. You all up in your range of shit, inebriated. Straight from your original plan, you deviated. I alleviated the pain with long-term goals. Slip my underground loop.
There are lyrics in this song that might offend people with certain sensibilities. But this is the music of my day. And I was never offended. I'm still not offended by it. If the song tells me to grab on my ditties, I might just grab on my ditties. You know, it's all about the fun. It's all about, like I said, it's call and response. It was written this way so that people could learn the lyrics and so that he could point his mic out to the audience and people would do call and response. It's a club song. And he mentions the different parts of New York in each verse and changes up the chorus ever so slightly. But you're just going to have to listen. And why I think this song is particularly good for wordsmithery is because it was written in a way so that the people in the club could learn it and sing it and have an extra good time while listening. So, yeah, back into it.
Out the gold, you sold platinum around the world, I sold wood in the hood. But when I'm in the street and shit, it's all good. Assume the motivated boom, control the game like Tomb Raider, rock, clock, dollars, flip, tips like a way to block shots, styles greater, let my lyrics annoy. If you holding up the wall and you're missing the point.
There's a few lines there, bars, I suppose you would say. But my favourite is, and he does repeat it, if you're holding up the wall, then you're missing the point. So holding up the wall, in my interpretation, is someone who's got the back up on the wall. Like Kool and the Gang would say, get your back up off the wall. Dance, come on. So the Pharaoh is telling people to get their backs up off the wall and dance, because if they're not doing that, then they're missing the point to the song. And the song, like I've already said, is a club song. It's designed to get people moving. It's designed to get people interacting with the music. And the other reason why I chose this song is because I believe that, like, the experience of going out and clubbing now is so very different to the way it was when I was younger. People did just used to focus on dancing. People did just used to focus on enjoying the music. And now we've always got phones in our hands. And I'm an elder millennial. I hit 16 in 2004. And I was one of the first of the generations to experience life both with and without phones, cellular phones, mobile phones, whatever you want to call them, right? These things, these evil little existential crisis rectangles that pull us all into despair, existential despair. Anyway, so yeah, that's one of the reasons why I thought I'd do this song. And again, this is only my second video, so guys, take it easy on me. As I get further into doing this, as I learn any more about what I'm doing, I'll be able to get further into things. But yeah, so let's get back into it.
Get the fuck up. Simon says, get the fuck up. Put your hands to the sky. Brooklyn in the back, shooting crash now. What's up? Girlies, rub on your titties. Yeah. Fuck it, I said rub on your titties. New York City, gritty committee, pity the fool that acts shitty in the midst of the calm, the witty.
Be the fool that acts shitty in the midst of the calm and the witty. So the way that I take that part of the chorus, or like, yeah, so is there are people out there who can't take a joke, can't take a rake, so they're gonna start acting idiotic when they're at like a battle situation or a cipher, like someone, like it's they throw insults at each other, and if you can't take it, you're gonna be a bitch about it, basically. And like the calm and the witty, like people who are calm and have good wit, who can make good bars, and he's like calling out all these people who just go in and they're like, oh yeah, I'm violent and I'm this and I drink and I'm that, and there's no substance to their verses. And even though this song could be classed as a non-substance song, if you actually listen, it's calling out all the different parts of New York, Brooklyn, Queens, Long Island, and like all the places that were repped by the East Coast. Or is it the West Coast? No, it's East Coast, because West Coast is LA. You have to forgive my lack of geographical knowledge, because I am not smart. Anyway, so yeah, there was the whole beef between the two sides of America. And growing up in the UK, I wasn't really like, I wasn't stuck to either East Coast or West Coast. I would listen to artists from both. And I was drip fed it, clearly, because I was brought up in a small town, industrial town in the northeast of England. And we didn't get hold of very much of this type of music unless you knew somebody who listened to it. And thankfully I did. I had a few people in my family, younger people like my cousin, and I was exposed to it at a younger age, all different artists. And this, of course, like I said, is one of the songs, and it's one of my favourites for dancing to. It will still break up, it'll still like bring down the house at a house party or in the club. Lame, I know. Anyway, so yeah, let's get back into it. I'm talking as much crap as is popping into my head. This is just the way it's going to be, okay? Chaos and random facts that I think I know. And if anybody else wants to pop anything into the comments, go ahead, but remember the rules. Be kind. We don't know what people are going through, all right?
Where you at? Uptown, let me see 'em. Notorious for the 6.5s and the BMs. Heads give you beef, you put 'em in the mausoleum. And shit don't start rumping till after 12 p.m. Ignorant minds are free 'em. If you tired of the same old every day, you will agree 'em. The most obligated.
Ignorant minds are free 'em. If you're tired of the same old shit, you will agree I'm. Like, that's beautiful wordplay right there. Like twisting the cadence and making it so that it fits. The rhyme schemes are simple, but they are effective. People can learn it, and then, like I've already said, he points the mic out, they can sing it back, and it's just it's an experience. I mean, if you've been to a live show and you've been involved in call and response from an artist, you feel like you're involved, and that's part of good showmanship. So you know that Pharoahe Monch is still got good showmanship. It's just a little bit lost, like, in my opinion, because people are now, like I've already mentioned, experiencing everything through a lens. So instead of like putting your phones away, getting down on the dance floor and actually experiencing it, I've experienced this. I went to go and see a newer artist recently, well, July last year, and most of the people, sadly for me, in the crowd were focusing on getting videos, were focusing on how can they get the best shots, instead of like because if you're focusing on keeping your shots still, if you're focusing on getting the best angle, you're not focusing on letting loose, you're not focusing on dancing. And for me, it felt like the front row had changed. Like, people, like I said, were only interested in saving the experience for themselves. Everything's usually recorded by the artists anyway, so like, I don't understand people's obsession, but I'm not that generation. I still like I didn't lift my phone out once for a whole festival. So it's different folks, different strokes, all that jazz. Back into it.
Hard and R-rated, slated to be the best. I must confess, the star made it. Somebody even say the song is sexist, cause I asked the girls to rub on the breasts. Whether you ride.
Now, I can't help but make another comparison here. The delivery of a lot of the bars in this song. Now, that's a funny bar to me. Like, they're gonna say that this song is sexist because I asked the girls to rub on the breastises. And it's, again, really clever wordplay. It's changing the words so that they fit together. And I'm not offended. If you're offended, I'm sorry. Please don't be scared. It's only boobies. That's like, oh, don't be scared. It's only pussy. Sorry, that is a line from a film, ADHD. That is a film called How High. This song has a very Wu-Tang feel to it. It is not produced by Wu-Tang Clan, but it has a very Wu-Tang feel to it, and obviously Method Man and Redman made the film How High, so there is the connection right there. Anyway, so yeah, that is probably another one of my favourite lines. I don't mind, like, hovering on the line of what is appropriate and what's not appropriate. I'm not making these videos for kids. I'm making these videos for other people my age or close to my age, or like who are just interested in music on a whole, or knowing the crap that I know, and listening to my opinions about songs and artists and things like that. So yes, there is another example of why I chose this song particularly for Wordsmith Wednesday. Let's finish it, because dude, we're on 14 minutes by my count, but it might be slightly different, but we'll see. Can we handle the attention? Let's see.
The train or Lexus, this is for either or rollies. The Timex, this is wicked like Exorcist. This is the joint you hold.
Right, so this is for, oh my god, this is for Timex or Rolexes. So, or is that Rolex or Timexes? And like wicked like The Exorcist, so his bars will make your head spin like The Exorcist, and Timex or Rolexes. Like it's for the people who've got pennies and for the people who don't got pennies, because it's all about enjoying the music, getting down, listening to the words, like representing where you're from, particularly in New York for this track. And again, brilliant wordplay by Pharoahe Monch.
Up the wall and you're missing the point. Get the fuck up. Simon says, get the fuck up. Throw your hands in the sky. The brothers in the back shooting trash now. What's up? Girls, rub on your titties. Yeah. I said, rub on your titties. New York City gritty committee, pity the fool that act shitty in the midst of the calm, the witty. New Jerusalem, get the fuck up. Shaolin, get the fuck up. Long Isle, get the fuck up. Worldwide, get the fuck up.
I completely forgot the point that I was talking about. Yeah, the delivery of some of the bars. And that's the end of the song. So that will be all that you're hearing from that. I'll try and remember some of the things. Right, keep yourself on focus, okay? Have a sip of off-brand Coca-Cola, because we're cheap in this house. Ha! And I don't drink Coca-Cola. It tastes good. It's kind of like a mix. It just tastes like Pepsi, basically. But it's cheap. Nobody wants to know about the cola. They want to know what you were trying to say in the first place. Right. The delivery reminds me of a more modern artist called Prof Gambo, right? And his delivery is very similar to a couple of the bars in this song. The extensions in the way that he speaks, and he elongates certain words, and it's very reminiscent to a couple of tracks by, like I said, the dude named Prof Gambo. He's also, I think, worked with, was it Method Man or Redman? I can't remember which one it was, but he's worked, and that makes sense to me because of the fact that, like I said earlier, this reminds me of a Wu-Tang track. But it all sounds pretty similar in that, depending on where you were geographically listening from, or they were producing from, you would have different hears in your ears. Like, this is all pretty much very heavy in the bass, basic drum line, just like do 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 do. Like, it's simple and it's easy to dance to, and that's the point in the song, I believe, was because it was easy to dance to, it was easy to sing along to, it was easy to get down, it was easy to have fun with. And for me, not like this, like I said, this is a club song for me. This is a club song to me. It's not like a full-on like gangster rap. To me, gangster rap is about talking about oppression, talking about how everybody's like feeling about the way that the government and the police and everything were mistreating them, still mistreat people from certain communities. And again, a lot of the stuff that this song stands for, I believe, is valid today. It's like, get up off the wall, stop focusing on yourself, start focusing on what you're listening to. Get down and have some fun, guys, before you don't have any time to do that anymore. And as for the problematic lyrics, if you find it offensive, don't listen to it. This is the way that the music has been. This particular kind of music has been for as long as I can remember. And like I said, I'm not offended by it. So I'm going to listen to it and I'm going to dance to it. And I'm going to enjoy it the way that it's supposed to be enjoyed. And I guess we can maybe leave it there, or maybe not. Like that, a rundown, I suppose. The way that the song makes me feel is like I should be in the club with a glass of Hennessy, because I like Hennessy, or Courvoisier. Courvoisier is actually my favourite. I don't particularly drink anymore. I've recently given up, but I'd certainly stand there with a non-alcoholic replacement and still get down to this song. Like I said, it would still shut down a party. And if you don't believe so, put it on at a party and see what I mean. Ban phones from performances, because people need to be pulled back into the experience, and hopefully somehow these videos might help with that. I don't know, maybe not, maybe it's just me whittering on about old people music, but either way, I'm having fun. I hope yous have all had fun, and I think that's the end of this video, so we're gonna leave it with stay nerdy, folks, and I'll see yous on the other side.